Today I'm going to be making one of my favorite Italian chicken dishes. It's called Chicken alla Flora, today on Flavorsville. The ingredients for Chicken alla Flora are boneless chicken breast, mozzarella, prosciutto, Swiss cheese, butter, quarter teaspoon of salt and pepper, a half a tablespoon of parsley, and a half teaspoon of granulated garlic. And then we're going to combine those ingredients with a half a cup of plain breadcrumbs and sherry. So let me get my board prepped and we'll come back and put this dish together. Okay, we're ready to start putting this together. The first thing you want to do is slice your chicken breast in half, especially if they're large. So I just take it, I put my hand on top, and slice like so. And then I get two nice, evenly cut chicken breasts. All right, now I want to pound these out a little bit. So I don't have a mallet, so I am going to take my spoon Okay, I've got this pounded out nice and flat. I'm going to take and dip one side into my breadcrumbs, which I've already put the dry ingredients in and mixed. I just lay this on here. I get my piece of prosciutto, just lay it on top like so. Get a piece of Swiss cheese, lay it on top. And then I just fold it. Just like so. It's ready for the pan. Then I just place a tab of butter on top. So I'm going to go ahead and make this last one, and then we'll come back and we'll finish it up and put it in the oven. Okay, we're just about ready for the oven. And as you can see, I put a tab of butter on each one. I also took some of the extra breadcrumbs and sprinkled them across the top before I put the tabs of butter on. Now all that's left to do is to take our sherry, and I'm using a cream sherry. I truly prefer a Taylor Golden sherry, but I couldn't find any locally. So I'm going to use this cream sherry. It still gives a nice sweetness to it, and it'll work just fine. But I'm going to fill the dish about halfway up the chicken breasts. Okay, and we're ready for the oven. I'm going to put it in a 400-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. And then we'll check it. And then we'll put the mozzarella on top and let it cook for about another 10 minutes till the mozzarella melts over the top. So anyway, let's put it in the oven. Okay, the chicken's been in the oven for about 30 minutes. So let's take a look and see if we're ready to put our mozzarella on. Okay, it's a nice golden brown. So let's go ahead and top it with our mozzarella. Now what I did is I just made little chunks, and then we just place it right on top. And again, as all my other dishes, I'm always very liberal with the cheese. Okay, So we'll put this back in for another 10 minutes or so until the cheese is nice and golden brown. Everything's nice and bubbly. While the chicken's cooking, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Also ring the bell so you'll get notifications when I post new videos. And leave me your comments. I'm always interested in what you're doing and how your recipes turn out. You can also find the complete recipes on my website, Flavorsville.com, and that's flavors with an S. And then of course I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Okay, let's check it out and see what we got. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice golden brown cheese, nice and bubbly. So let's go ahead and take this out. Now our cheese is a nice golden brown. The gravy or the sherry, whatever you want to call it, is nice and bubbly. And those big hunks of cheese that I put on the top have melted down over the chicken, but not only that, cheese has also gone down into the sherry. So, I mean, it is going to be an incredible experience. This is absolutely one of my favorite dishes, and it was done here locally back in the, I guess the mid-70s is when Mario's opened, but it was the Scarpa family, and they opened an Italian restaurant here in Winter Haven called Mario's. We're just going to spoon that over. I mean, look at that. Now, I prepared a little angel hair pasta ahead of time. And that sherry is just going over the chicken and just going into the pasta. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Now don't forget that we put a nice big chunk of Swiss cheese in the center, and that's wrapped in prosciutto. So what I want to do is I want to cut it in half, and let's see what it looks like in the middle. Oh yeah, I mean there's nice melted cheesy goodness in there. Let's see what it tastes like. Let's see if this is going to take me back to 1977. Sitting in Mario's restaurant in Winter Haven, Florida. Take a little bit of spaghetti, a little bit of chicken. Man, does this take me back. I mean, the sherry is so sweet. Then you get the prosciutto and the Swiss cheese. And what I call gravy, the sherry sauce, is just spot on. So, as you can see, it's a very simple recipe. It takes a little bit of time, but it's really not that hard to put together. So, I really hope you'll try this. I have no doubt that you will be extremely happy with the results. So, until next time, rock some flavor.